to break free from something, but it puts you in a sensitive position, or maybe like a vulnerable position. When it comes to your home, there's something very unexpected about this. It also has to do with like your safe space, and there is something about relationships involved in this. So a relationship could have like unexpectedly ended in the past, and it could be that you are like now in a position where you're having to figure out like what do I do, and you're having to like be very like cautious about this. Also, Mercury retrograde, it's like I'm seeing that with communication issues and reviewing everything, like reviewing documents, trying to make sure everything's in order, especially if you have ties with someone else, because we have someone else here, and then we have pets, and it's like trying to put yourself in the best possible position, but it's like feeling like everything's in your hands, like you're having to make all the decisions here, and it's like you're pretty much in control of this stuff. It also is giving me the vibe that you're cutting ties with someone. So let's see if we can look into like what your next 6 months looks like. I want to see like where you're going to end up in this situation. The teacher, 15. You could be a teacher. You would do well to read more, otherwise learn about those who have worked diligently to attain what you seek and succeed. You could have like some kind of courses that you're taking. Also, this is reminding me of like houses, like selling homes. You could be getting like a real estate license or something like that, or wanting to sell homes, or you're figuring out, or like studying how to make the most out of your situation right now, so that you can, like, you have a goal here. You're knowing what you're wanting at the end of this. 2015 could be significant, or the middle of next month could be significant. I'm like imagining or picturing someone on an airplane. 11, the Maya, November, could also be significant for you. Allow past mistakes to help you see through all illusions, so you can understand and act on what you know is real and what you know is false. So there is something about like your past situation, like I was saying in part 1, feeling like you made some decisions there where you ended up in a place where you now are having to like dig yourself out of a hole or something like that, or you were in a pit. And so you're like, okay, what can I avoid the next time around? There's something about this like situation, you're seeing through the illusions. I also feel like Mercury retrograde is going to give you some answers, even though it says like communication issues or things going under review. I actually feel like this month or this next month, things are going to maybe become a little more clear. It's like you're going to see the path in front of you, and you're going to be able to, with this teacher card, actually do the research you're needing to do, so that things aren't seeming so like, you're going to be feeling more in control of this, so that you can make whatever these decisions are. There's a lot of like documentation energy. So like leases and like banking stuff, and like if you're splitting from someone, or if you did split from someone, or if you guys own titles to things, it's like the Warrioress, 25. This also reminds me of Christmas. So last December could have been significant. You have the ability to conquer your fears and faults, and the right to defend who you are, who you love, and what you believe in. So you're speaking for yourself now, or you're trying to gain some kind of independence in your situation here. Also, like I was saying, you are going to be able to see through everything that seems really unclear right now about your situation, and you're going to be able to conquer the fears that you have, because you'll see the path become clear relatively soon. I want to say between now and November. The 25th, I don't know what day Thanksgiving is on this year, but whenever I see 25, I think of Christmas and Thanksgiving. So those are maybe going to be relevant months or times for you, or like the in-between time. Seems like that might actually be when you're like some kind of documentation like actually starts moving. Until now, or until then, it's like research phase is what it's looking like. The dawn. Do not be discouraged if things look dark and hopeless. The sun rises each day, revealing new possibility and renewed hope. So this clearly is something where it stresses you out. By February, because the number on this is 2, I feel like by February, you'll be living a different life. The empath, 26. Learn to protect your sensitivities and cultivate boundaries to create a safe space in which you and your desire to be of service can thrive. You could work from home, or you could be like wanting or to find a home where you can work from home. It's also, like I was saying, your safe space. There was something about you unexpectedly being pushed out of your safe space or your home. And now that's like part of the reason why it's so stressful is because this is so important for you to be able to have that, especially if you do work from home. You might end up with like a little home office kind of deal. Change your tune. I think that things are going to go a little smoother than you think they're going to go over the next 6 months. I feel like I also feel like change your tune is like you're maybe going to pivot, or you're going to go with an option here that like you didn't know was going to be an option, or like there is going to be something here that does lighten your spirits or comes in for you that makes this feel a hell of a lot easier or a hell of a lot less work. Pillar of light, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. You could do what I do, or you could be interested in doing what I do. Meant to be. It could be on your destined path to do something like what I do. Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. You've got the safety net of your guides here. You've got people, you've got spirit guides, you've got protection, you've got ancestors here who are sort of like, they're giving you this energy of like, just worry about staying in good vibes, because you're being guided through this path to make whatever these changes are. It also seems like you don't have to like succumb to the negative energy about this, because it does look like you're going to notice that like there will be proof here that your guides are with you and that you're being protected, that you're being guided through this, and that you're safe. There's nothing like the planning and the learning and all of that is just good to do as like a responsible human being. But divine orchestration, the council of light, helpers in the subtle realms. That's what I was just saying. But you're good, like you're protected, but it's because you're taking the right path. You're doing the right things to kind of get yourself on this new course. Beginnings. Whatever this is, I want to say come February, you're going to be feeling yourself. You're in that independence. Like you are in that King of Wands energy or that Queen of Wands energy. Like you're with mystery. Process your feelings. It's reminding me of like when you finally are in a safe space, you can actually like feel safe and process a lot of the unprocessed stuff that you didn't get to while you were busy trying to get yourself and your situation sorted out. Patience. Yeah, none of this is a huge rush. It looks like I'm talking about the next 6 months or until February for a reason. So this also probably is going to go pretty quick. Stay in integrity. There's something about like a deviation in this path that might be coming between now and February that like, I want to say gives you like hope, gives you like, makes this situation or this process actually exciting. And I know that probably doesn't sound like it right now, but with courage here. There's something that gives you the push to really do this, to really go for this, and to take this leap. Everything is divinely orchestrated here. Higher power, divinely orchestrated. You are being heard. Your prayers you're being heard. Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. You're also on like a healing journey while this is happening. Longing for home. You're being heard. Belonging. The original makers. You're not stranded out here in this process. Your guides are listening to you. I want to say you've been taken off of a path previously that was just wasn't not supposed to be for you.